My brother's hockey captain hates figure skaters. The first time we met, he threw my skates away.
Figure skating is boring. So are you.
He said he had a girlfriend, until the same voice note showed up in my chat.
Don't leave your little puppy behind.
I was that girlfriend. After the fight with my parents over whether I should keep skating, I packed a suitcase and flew straight to Kane's city. Kane reluctantly smuggled me into the locker room building before practice. A few guys changing into their cleats looked up. The second they saw me, they froze.
Kane, seriously? You brought a girl into the locker room?
Shut up, Jax. This is Elena, my sister.
Hi.
God, Kane, I can't believe your sister's this hot.
Kane stepped in front of me.
Ignore those idiots. Elena, 3 extra hours. All of you.
The locker room door slammed open, and the laughter died instantly. It's Grady. Nobody dared complain. He's the captain of the Ivy League team. His dominance on the ice was on another level, and his face belonged on the cover of a fashion magazine. He was also my idol. If there was one flaw, it was his unapproachable personality. Instinctively, I stepped backward, but caught on a duffel bag.
Hey, I'm Elena, Kane's sister.
This isn't a figure skating rink. Keep your gear and all those fancy little tricks out of the way.
He grabbed my skates lying on the floor and tossed them carelessly into the locker. I froze. His arrogance ignited anger inside me. I stepped forward and slammed the locker shut. The sharp bang echoed through the room.
Thanks. But they're not tricks, Grady. That's called strength.
Grady paused. Clearly, he'd underestimated the kind of strength figure skaters trained for.
Don't mind it, Elena. Grady just thinks figure skating isn't physical enough.
Yeah, genius, girl. But that was pretty cool what you just did.
Yeah, she's so cute. Can I get her number? Don't listen to these idiots. If any of you try to corrupt her, I'll make sure you regret it tomorrow.
Come on, KN. What if your sister already has a boyfriend out there?
I tightened my grip on my phone. My online boyfriend started spamming me with messages, even though I've never met him.
No way. She's not just gonna fall for some random guy.
Kane left me in the lounge attached to the training facility.
I'm right next door. Knock if anything urgent comes up.
The moment the door closed, I finally let out a breath. I sank into the single bed and opened my phone. The pinned contact still showed typing.
Babe, where are you? It's been 2 hours. I'm losing my mind on missing you.
Before I could reply, another voice message came in.
Please don't ignore me.
Transaction, $500. Transaction, $1,000.
Stop overthinking it. I just got to New York to see my brother. I didn't check my phone.
I knew you still love me, but I can tell you're upset.
I fought with my parents, and I think my brother's teammates hate me.
Who do they think they are? They must be blind idiots. Babe, seriously, I want to see you.
I instinctively tried to avoid the topic. Do you actually have an 8-pack?
If you're willing, can I turn this into a chance to meet you?
What if I'm not what you expected?
Baby, no matter what you look like, I'll fall in love with you at first sight.
He probably realized I was insecure about my appearance because it was the 10th time I had turned down his request to meet. A low battery warning popped up on my phone, so I decided to go ask Kane for a charger. The moment I opened the door, I walked straight into a man's pecs. I looked up and met Grady's eyes. He was standing far too close. His tiny mole at the side of his straight nose stood out under his thick lashes. It made him look both handsome and sexy.
Hey, Captain.
Grady's brow furrowed.
Elena Vance?
I blinked, surprised that he knew my full name.
You can stay here, but I have rules.
I replied softly.
Sure.
First, keep your distance. I don't do locker room talk, and I'm not interested in socializing.
Understood.
Second, keep out of my sight. Unless it's necessary, don't be a nuisance.
Got it.
Third,
his eyes raked over my soap pajamas with undisguised contempt.
Stop dressing like that. It's annoying. I'm not interested.
I muttered under my breath.
Whatever.
As he walked toward the bathroom, Kane emerged with a charger in hand.
Did he give you attitude again?
I shook my head.
I'm okay.
Kane yawned.
Just pretend he doesn't exist. Get some sleep.
Back in the bedroom, my phone buzzed. It was my online boyfriend. He'd sent a photo. In the dim light, he was lifting the hem of his hockey jersey. His abs were sharply defined under the dim lighting. My eyes drifted lower. The fabric clung to his body, and the I'd seen such a bold photo before. My face flushed a deep, burning crimson. I buried my head in my pillow and typed back, "It looks really strong." Kane had been obsessed with the gym lately, keeping on showing me off his biceps, so I'd instinctively thought this was the right way to compliment a guy. Almost immediately, I got a call from him.
Looks like my sweetheart's pretty happy with it.
Yeah. You're in great shape.
It's alright, though. Only 7.
I took another look at his abs.
Wait, I thought it was 8?
Babe, you're really into this, huh?
Yeah, I like it. What's the problem?
But I was talking about the relaxed state. If you help me out, then it should be 8 inches.
Wait, it wasn't what I meant.
I'm talking about your abs.
Really?
My face went from burning to absolutely scorching in seconds. I took a shaky breath.
Good night.
I hung up, yet my heart was still racing. Maybe that's why I had a nightmare that night. I dreamt I'd finally agreed to meet my boyfriend in the VIP lounge of the hockey rink, because he'd been begging for weeks. I waited anxiously, but he was nowhere to be found. Suddenly, a hand tapped my shoulder. I whirled around, full of anticipation, but my affectionate boyfriend wasn't there. Instead, it was Grady. He backed me into a corner, bracing his arms on either side of me, trapping me completely. He leaned down.
Elena Vance, show me how much you like it.
I jolted awake. Even as I washed my face, the tremors from the dream wouldn't fade. I couldn't shake this gnawing, unsettling feeling. The background in the abs photo my boyfriend sent last night looked hauntingly, eerily similar to the base's bathroom. At the same time, I noticed that the background in his photo was similar to the training center.
Keepsake. Whenever I get sad, I take it out just to look at it.
I burst out of the shadows.
Scarlet!
At a class reunion, he showed up, successful and powerful.
Natalie.
His girlfriend Isabel looked right at me.
If you hadn't let him go, you'd be Mrs. Conti of the Conti group now.
He sat across from me.
That's all in the past.
The room instantly exploded with gossip. Under his gaze, I quietly covered the scar on my wrist. After my family fell from grace, I sank into depression and had no choice but to leave him. I forced out a stiff smile.
Yeah, we're long over.
The second Isabel slipped off to the restroom, everyone started digging.
Wasn't Natalie the one who dumped him first?
Andrew sat across the table, faint smile on his lips, eyes completely cold. This was our first meeting in 6 years since we broke up. I wasn't prepared for it. I only came because Marco, the former student council president, said he wouldn't be here. Now, Andrew had everything. A successful businessman, a rising star in the city. He looked even better than before. Me, I was a different story.
It's true. She was the one who broke up with me.
Everyone exchanged a knowing look. Someone suddenly laughed.
Natalie, heard the guy you ran with after got locked up, right?
And you took on his debts. You here tonight looking for a handout?
While the table laughed, Andrew's deep eyes stayed on me. Not a word. I smiled through it, didn't answer. Being taken to a psychiatric hospital. Just then, the door opened. Isabel walked back in. She noticed the weird tension and asked with a smile.
What did I miss?
Andrew finally moved. He gently held her hand.
Nothing.
His voice softened instantly.
Just catching up.
She settled into her seat, eyes landing on me.
Andrew mentioned you. Thank you for giving him up. Otherwise, I wouldn't be Mrs. Conti now.
Several people couldn't hide their amusement anymore. Back then, my family stood at the height of its power. I was showered with admiration wherever I went. That jealousy never faded with time. Years later, it only became another reason to kick me while I was down.
It's over. Stop bringing it up.
The room went quiet.
Anyway, thank you, Natalie. You have to come to our wedding.
I quietly covered the scar on my wrist, then said numbly,
Congratulations.
Why didn't you just tell him the truth?
The reunion ended early.
He has a girlfriend.
Silence on the other end.
A girlfriend?
Yeah.
But you finally saw him. After everything you went through to get here,
Ava, nobody waits in the same place forever.
Some things lose all meaning if you say them too late. At that point, the truth only makes everyone sick.
I'm letting it go.
okay. We'll talk when you're home.
I'd clawed my way out of the mire after years of struggle, hoping to cross paths with him in the most dignified way, but it was already too late. It was already below freezing, and cabs weren't stopping. I stood there long enough for my fingers to go numb. Then I heard heels clicking behind me. A soft female voice followed.
Andy, the snow's beautiful.
It's cold outside. Go wait in the car. I'll be right there.
Don't take long.
As Isabel passed me, she gave me a meaningful look. Then she walked toward the black car nearby. When she opened the door, the heirloom piece on her wrist slipped into view beneath the streetlight. My chest tightened instantly. The Conti family piece. The one I'd had someone return to Andrew the day we ended things. So she wasn't just his girlfriend. She was his fiancée. The crowd had cleared. Just the two of us left. My ride still hadn't come. And suddenly, my mind drifted back. The night we broke up, Andrew got into a car accident while rushing to see me. Marco called.
Andrew's in the hospital.
Is he in danger?
If he wasn't, would you not come at all?
Please look after him.
Natalie, he got the overseas post. He's going to be something.
Why couldn't you just wait a little longer?
What, you needed money that bad? After everything he did for you, you still left him? Have you forgotten all he did
Marco
for you?
shouted. Then suddenly the phone was snatched away. The call disconnected. I was the one who abandoned him first, so it made sense that he hated me.
How much do you owe?
Not your problem.
The alcohol turning in my stomach, eyes watering from the force of it. Andrew stood beside me and watched coldly. A cab pulled up.
Heading to the Harwick complex?
Yeah.
I pushed myself upright and reached for the car door. Someone grabbed my arm and pulled me back. I stumbled straight into Andrew's chest.
What are you going to that place for?
I tried to push his hand off. He caught my wrist instead. I pulled twice, but didn't get free. Then I looked up at his dark and unreadable face.
What exactly are you trying to say, Mr. Conti?
He didn't answer.
You think the same thing everyone else does, right? You think my money comes from dirty work.
$5,000 a month, was that enough?
What?
You're short on cash, aren't you? 5, 10, name it.
I slapped him, and my handprint instantly appeared on his face. I stared at him coldly.
Stay in your lane.
I left him with that and got in the cab.
You hit him? Yeah, he tried to keep me as his mistress.
I was curled into the corner of the couch. A minute later, I was up and running for the bathroom. Ava rubbed my back.
You know you can't drink with a bad stomach.
After rinsing my mouth, my throat still burned painfully.
All those years, was it worth it? If you hadn't been the one to end it, none of his today would even exist.
I thought of Isabel again. She had something I used to have. That brightness, that ease. I remembered being like that once, a long time ago. After Ava finished her shift at the Harwick, we walked home together. Marco called me out of nowhere.
Natalie, if things are rough right now, I can set you up with something.
I stayed silent, waiting for the real point.
Isabel is a decent person. Good family.
I'm not going near him again. You don't have to worry.
We just want Andrew to be okay.
I know.
The call ended. Ava's eyes were red.
They don't know anything.
I forced a bitter smile.
It doesn't matter.
I had to stay in the city a while longer, so I found a job nearby. During the interview, HR frowned at my file.
You have a history of depression.
In the past. Stable now. I have documentation from my doctor.
Several companies before this one had run background checks and quietly dropped me after that. This one was small. That same night, I got the offer. I figured the reunion was the last time I'd have anything to do with Andrew. I was wrong. 3 days later, he suddenly became the new boss of our company, and my desk got moved directly outside his office door.
I refuse.
I stormed into his office.
Fine. Submit your resignation to HR.
I almost laughed.
You're firing me just because I won't move my desk?
I simply gave you a choice. Or did you think I wanted something from you?
I choked on my words. I thought of Ava
I want
arguing
my
with the
free
landlord
$50.
over $50 the night before. I forced a smile.
Of course not, Mr. Conti. You're a man of principle. I'm not worried.
Good. Close the door on your way out. You turn your chair around. I don't want to see your face.
Before I could answer, the ballroom doors opened. Helena Sinclair walked in. My fiancé brought his pregnant mistress to our wedding and told me to raise her child. He thought I had no choice. He was wrong. Then Vincent's brother Damien proposed to me in front of everyone.
Was your offer serious?
The mistress was Lola Reyes, a woman I once saved from a drunk client behind Vincent's club and gave a maid job in the Sinclair house. Now she walked into my wedding at the plaza wearing black. Vincent Sinclair stood beside her like he had done nothing wrong.
Lola is pregnant.
The priest froze. The whole ballroom went silent. Vincent held out a private agreement.
I'll still marry you, Scarlett, but Lola stays with us. You take care of her until the baby is born. After that, you raise my child as a Sinclair wife.
You want me to serve your mistress at my own wedding?
I want you to be reasonable.
Scarlett, please. The baby is innocent.
Whispers moved through the ballroom. Lola knew exactly what she was doing. I had lifted her out of the club. She wanted me to lower myself in front of her.
You always had a rich father, a famous name, and people opening doors for you. I had nothing.
See? You're not too good for this.
I looked at the agreement. If I signed, I would become his wife, her nurse, and their child's mother on paper. Then I'd tore it in half.
Scarlett!
No.
His face hardened.
A marriage contract needs 2 willing signatures. You just lost mine.
I turned to the room.
Any man willing to marry me tonight can step forward.
Every table went silent.
I'll say yes. Right here. Right now.
No one moved. But every man in that ballroom understood what I had just offered. I was not just the woman Vincent had humiliated. I was Scarlett Sullivan. My father had kept half the men in that room out of prison. My mother came from an old Irish apothecary family. And the most revered astrologer of the old bloodlines had named me crown bride. Whoever married me would rise. People laughed at the old superstition in public. They killed for it in private. Vincent knew that too. His face changed when he saw the other families watching me.
No one touches her!
The room went cold.
Scarlett's name is already tied to mine. My mother arranged it. The Dawn approved it. Any man who takes her tonight is making an enemy of the Sinclair family.
A few men looked away. Vincent smiled like he had already won.
See? No one is coming for you. You think they respect you? They want your father, your name, and that crown bride story. Same as I do.
Vincent did not want a wife. He wanted my father's power behind him, my name on his papers, and my hands raising another woman's child. Lola touched her stomach and stepped into the center of the room. Her voice shook just enough.
Scarlett, please don't punish my baby because you're angry. You were always the lucky one. You had your father, your money, your name. I had nothing.
The whispers grew louder.
You gave me a maid's uniform and thought that made you a saint. But now I'm carrying Vincent's child. So maybe I'm not the one who should be standing in the back anymore.
Lola did not just want Vincent. She wanted me lowered in front of her. She wanted the woman who once saved her to become the woman serving her. My stomach turned.
Neil! Apologize to Lola, then sign.
I gave you a way out.
Lola wanted to see me bend.
You used it to climb into my fiancé's bed.
Enough. Sign it or walk out with nothing.
Before I could answer, the ballroom doors opened. Helena Sinclair walked in.
Evelyn, come home with me. Aren't you upset?
Your wife, she's at table 6. Hurry inside.
Your mother's condition is deteriorating rapidly. She requires immediate life-saving surgery. There is no time to wait.
Don't bother me.
Not this dream again. It feels way too real to be a dream.
You look amazing today. Where are you off to?
I'm headed over to my boyfriend's place.
You have a boyfriend?
Yes. This man is ridiculously attractive. Honestly, if every inch of him wasn't exactly my type, I wouldn't have spent the last 6 months dreaming about him almost every night and falling for him harder every single time.
Break up with him for me, okay?